Hello everyone, welcome back to another video and Merry Christmas. Well, I mean whenever this video is released, this will be before or after Christmas. Video is going to be slightly different. I am going to be kind of rambling, kind of talking about a subject that I think is quite not spoken about enough on YouTube, and that is variety and niche. Now, what do I mean by niche? And what do I mean by variety? So what I'll do is I'll start with niche, because that's probably the simplest thing to explain. Niche is when you take a subject and it's like a brand, and you make it your topic of your channel. So let's say, for example, for myself, my channel is mainly zombies, and I mainly play zombies. And that is my niche on my channel, because a lot of people prefer zombies on my channel. So if you were to describe my channel, oh, he's a COD Zombies YouTuber, that's my niche. I stick with the same thing. And that's what a lot of people do on YouTube. A lot of people kind of focus on doing niches. They find their subject and they stick with that said subject. And that is what's usually recommended for if you're starting off on YouTube. That is usually what is recommended. If you want to find yourself a little base on YouTube, niche is probably the easiest way to go by growing on YouTube. Variety is when you play a multitude of different games. You don't just stick to one. So you may play zombies, but you also might play Halo. You might also play a bit of TF2. You might also play a bit of, I don't know, Elden Ring. Complete different games for different videos. And like, I can give some examples of YouTubers who do this. Russian Badger, Smitty, there's Call Me Kevin. All those YouTubers are variety channels. They kind of play a multitude of different games. Is niche really the best way to go on YouTube nowadays? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know a lot of videos like vidIQ, TubeBuddy have all kind of done videos on this subject, and that when you're a small YouTuber, the best route to go is to find your niche for your channel. Is to find what really sticks with your channel, what sticks with you. But my issue with that is you're going to be stuck with the same game for so long. And then once you hit a point where you want to do other games, you won't get the same reception. And I think when you do variety content, you just kind of have to expect that not all your videos are going to do well. But I feel that with variety content, I think that if you do variety content, you may find people who will stick around more for yourself than just the games that are being played. I love watching Russian Badger, not just because of the games he plays. I mean, if he plays Battlefield, oh my gosh, that gives me an incentive to watch it, but that's not the reason why I watch him. I watch him because of how he is as a YouTuber. The reason I watch him is because of his personality. I love watching because he's hilarious to watch. The way he does his videos, the way he edits them is phenomenal. Not just the games he plays are they're an afterthought. The main thing I'm looking at is that he's uploaded a video, but he's playing a different game, but it's his video. I'll watch it for him. And I think that's what, when you're a variety channel, that's what sticks out the most. It's not just the games you play, but it's you as a person. So which is better, variety or niche? Both have their pros and both have their cons. I would probably say if you're wanting to grow quicker, if you're wanting to grow faster, niche is the best way to go, because then you'll find your brand, you'll find the people who will watch your content quicker by sticking with the same thing. But the con to a niche YouTube channel is that you'll experience, I feel, burnout. Now, obviously, if you do YouTube correctly and you do it wisely, you won't experience that burnout, but eventually I feel that you will have experienced that burnout, because you're doing the same game over and over again. And even I'm experiencing that. I'm sure, I'm gonna be honest, I'm experiencing that too. Like, my channel is zombies. I do zombies all the time. Like, zombies in a simple retrospect is just doing the same thing, but I might do a challenge, and that can lead to burnout. So Pros, you grow much quicker with niche, but I feel you experience a burnout far quicker. Now, on the other hand, with variety channel, you will grow much slower because your content is more spread out. You're trying to broaden your horizons, so YouTube sometimes can't really tell where to go. But if you broaden your horizons, sometimes a certain subject might click. A great example of this is my friend Kodik, who I've had multiple debates on this subject. He is a variety YouTuber, and he has done a multitude of different content. He does Battlefield, he does Battlefront, he also does COD Zombies, and he does other games as well. Sometimes they click. Like, for instance, he was doing Battlefront for a while. He got a mass amount of views from it. And then he did a video on a game called Stronghold Legends, a game that was from 2006. And he did that maybe a couple of months back, maybe a year ago, and it still was getting views. So he can note down that game's doing well for him. And I think that's what's good with variety channels, that you could broaden your horizons, but it may start off quite slow. It will start off slow, but eventually you might find that with a variety channel, you might see something that might work with your content, that will work with your channel. Cons is that your content will be slower. You will be sacrificing views for the sake of variety. And I think when you do a variety channel, you just have to kind of come to that realization. The pros is that the people that do find your channel and those who keep watching your channel are the ones who don't just like the games, but they like you as a content creator. And that kind of shows the loyalty that people will have if they're starting to stick around. What do I pick between niche and variety? And if I had a choice, and I'm gonna say it right now, my choice would be variety. Yes, your channel takes longer to shoot off. It will probably harm your channel for the time being, but as long as you can execute it wisely, like titling, descriptions, thumbnails, intros, if you can get those things knuckled down, variety channels can kick off. I feel like in the last year or two, variety channels have grown. More of them have been appearing. I mean, if you're looking at examples like the ones I mentioned before, like Russian Badger, Smitty, and Call Me Kevin, those aren't good examples of like people to look up to, because they have a large fan base already. So no matter what they upload, they will have people watching their videos regardless. But I feel if you start earlier on doing a variety of content, finding niches in amongst your variety of games, like for me, I could be doing zombies and then I can move on to another game, but I always got to remember that zombies is what made my channel. And I think people have to remember that. When you are doing variety content, you can't just forget the games that you played originally that got your channel going. You have to remember that. And I had this, me and Kodik had this extensive discussion, and a lot of the stuff that Kodik was saying was spot on. You can't just forget what made your channel. I can't just forget that zombies made my channel. I gotta keep up with the zombies. Kodik's the exact same. He did zombies originally, but he does other games as well. But he's got to keep up with the zombies because he has people who like zombies on his channel. So it's a challenge being a variety channel. In the end, they both have their qualms and they both have their positives. But in my eyes, and I kind of see it a lot with these videos that kind of teach people how to grow, is that variety channels are good. You can go for them. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with going for them. You just have to be ready. You just have to know and be ready for, losing viewers. You won't get many viewers to begin with. But if you are able to title your videos correctly, thumbnails, make them really be visible, intros, if you can make all the presenting side of your variety videos really stick out and intrigue the audience, then your variety channel will do well. If you don't do any of that, you will struggle. It's a tough subject, and I don't think it's spoken enough. But variety is, I think nowadays variety is something to kind of try. something to do, something to give a shot. I thought I would just kind of ramble a bit. Like, this is not that there's no script, there's no writing in this. I am literally just speaking my mind because I've been thinking about this for a while. I've been doing my bits of research on like just what to do for variety, what kind of advice can be given. But every time I look up online about like variety channels, they always say don't do it. Don't do variety channels. Don't always find a brand and then stick with that brand. Don't do it. And I want to kind of just be that one to say, maybe just give it a try, do it. Don't kind of like, don't avoid it because someone else said it. If you think it's okay to go for a variety channel, go for it. But you do need to know how to execute a variety channel because it is harder. It's like starting YouTube on hardcore difficulty. You are making it harder for yourself being a variety YouTube channel. But also, niches aren't bad either, but just be wary of those burnouts because those are the most dangerous things when it comes to niche channels. But anyway, thought I'd do my monthly kind of ramble, monthly kind of talks. I will kind of keep this thing going. I love kind of just rambling on, talking about stuff. And I think this is one subject I've just been really wanting to talk about for so long, to kind of talk to you guys about. But yeah, thank you for kind of coming along. Thank you for joining. If you enjoyed this kind of stuff, leave a like. Talk about it down below in the comment section. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace.